Hello everyone, happy Sunday. I'm Clark and welcome to Puka GT. So we're here, yet another Sunday, yet another week of daily races comes to an end. Interlagos, it's been tough. I haven't had a great week on it, to be honest. Went into it with all sorts of optimism about maybe getting promoted up to B rank. But yeah, just even from the get-go, wasn't setting a good quality time. Just haven't been overall happy with my performance at all this week. So we're going to dive in now for one last evening of races. Hopefully I can recover a little bit more of my rank, and I'm quite excited about next week because we've actually got a few of my favorite tracks coming back, namely Yas Marina. Looks like it's headed to Daily Race C next week. So that was my first week of streaming, first week of December, streaming in Yas Marina, and loved it. It's arguably my favorite course in the whole game. Recently added alongside the Spec 3 update, but yeah, old F1 fan can't get enough of it. So anyway, without much waiting here, I'm just going to dive in because I have a fair bit to bring you up to speed on before we actually start racing tonight. So where's my main? Here we go. So first and foremost, the stream that we had on Friday, crazy amount of growth. Also tons of you watching almost the whole way through. So from the bottom of my heart, thanks so much for tuning in. We had almost 400 comments in the chat, picked up 12 new subscribers during the stream and 2 new ones in between that stream and now. So effectively in the last 9 days, the subscription numbers have doubled from 40 to what is very close to 80 now. So yeah, just thanks for that. Now, I just want to show you 2 things before we actually get started with anything here. So I want to show you where my driver rating is currently sitting. It's fairly abysmal. So I started this week with it sitting right on the cusp of switching over to B, but instead I've been left with this where I am down somewhere roughly at about 40% of the way through the C rank right now. So bit of a steep hill to climb today if I'm going to make any dent back towards B rank. That being said though, I'm feeling optimistic and you're about to see why. So when I was last online on Friday, my best time was a 1:34.560. I have managed to shave almost 6 full tenths off that. In fact, I have shaved 6 tenths off that now. So qualifying way better than I did last time. But on top of that, my average lap time during these qualifying sessions, I now have to go about 1:34. So that's where I'm seeing the biggest difference, because before I was lucky to be getting in the mid 1:34.5s. That it was more like 1:35, 1:36, but I'm fairly bang on the nose in between 1:34.0 and 1:34.5 on most of my qualifying sessions now. So I'm going to see if that pace converts into some better race results. Given the fact that I'm also qualifying further down the grid, we've a lot more chance to convert some stuff here. And we've Luke in the chat. How you getting on, man? Thanks for tuning in so quick. And happy belated birthday to you. I hope you had a great day yesterday, dude. Are you racing tonight, Luke? Oh, you improved your time too, did you? Oh, you did. I had you beat for all of an hour there. There's Luke there, Greasy Monkey, 1:33.8. So you shaved, I think you shaved almost 2 full tenths off there. You were sitting at 1:34 pretty last I saw you. Oh, Luke. Getting my work cut out for me, man. There I was, all proud. But I have to say, it's one of my favorite things about like this little community that we're building, and some of the banter that we've had on the Discord during the week. I know that Luke and Wolfie and Hugo are pushing me to get better times every week, so this is great. This is what it's all about. But I'm coming for you, Luke. I've got some time to quali now before I dive in as part of my warm-up, so we'll see if I can improve. And actually, since we were last on Friday, Hugo has been diving quite deep into Daily Race B here. And you can see our slippery Swede Hugo up at the top of the rankings there for the first time with a 1:33.2. That is nuts. So Wolfie, you have been declawed, my friend, for the moment. You've got almost 5 tenths to catch Hugo there. Let's see if you can do it tonight. I believe you're joining us, so I want to see you back on top. Okay. Yeah, we're all pushing each other. That's the idea. As you may also notice, if you've been watching for a while, tons of new names up on the board as well. If you're interested in ending up on the board, I have a link to my PSN name down below. So add me as a friend. It's good to have people to compare times against every week, benchmark ourselves. And there's also a link to the Discord in the description as well. And I promise it's working from now on. I didn't realize the issues I was having with it until now. But yeah, the link won't expire after a certain amount of time or a certain amount of signups anymore. So if you're interested in joining our little community, getting some competition going with these leaderboards, but then also joining us for some early week practice sessions, join into that Discord and say hi. So before I go on, Luke, I'm actually just going to take a look at my better lap, because funnily enough, although I was really fast in some sections, on that fastest lap I was really slow in corners that I would normally fly around. So I actually do have a lot of time to find. I just need to figure out how I did that first set of S's, and particularly the double apex corner, so much faster. So I'm going to take a look at the replay just to show you what I'm working with for now. And then after that, I'm going to do a couple of laps. And then I'm going to look at the data, do a couple more laps, and I'm going to be diving into the first race in 20 minutes. So should have a good amount of time here to get some warm-up done and potentially even improve on my time. So we'll see how we do. Oh, 81 subscribers. Wow. So that's 2 new subscribers since I pressed go live actually on this chat. Or on this stream. That's incredible. It was only 79 when I checked it earlier this evening. Again, thanks so much. That's a huge milestone. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to organize something special, some sort of event for the 100 subscribers that I'll be in touch with you on Discord about. I have a few ideas. I think you're all going to think they're fun. And the idea is I want to include you all as well. I'd like us to have kind of like a mini tournament that I have in mind. The Puka Games. So we'll go to this view here and we'll start this again. So the S's are one of the main sections where I found a fair bit of time. Oop. So just getting tight over this curb here in second. Accelerating good and early, getting good over that curb. Keeping it controlled there. I actually haven't seen what my sector 1 time is yet. I know my record sector 1 time is 23.6. I don't even think I got it here. Oh, 23.5. That explains it. Okay. So yeah, huge amount of time gained on the S's into that straight. Handled that one nicely. And this section here in particular, I found a lot of time here. So I broke a good bit later. Kept it controlled, kept it tight. It was back hard on the accelerator. Needed a lift there though. But now, almost from here on, I actually lose time on most corners, so I'm quite wide here. I could have lost maybe as much as a tenth there, I'd guess. I'm very wide here. But the big one, the final corner, I completely miss it here. Watch this. Like, that could be half a second's worth. So that's it. That's my 133.9. So particularly the final corner. If I can string together that lap with a better exit on that final corner, I've probably got another 2-3 tenths to find there. So let's see what we can do. Did you get anything for your birthday, Luke? Hope the kids made you a nice card at least. Okay, can't go into the entry period in that one, so I'll get 1 or 2 laps done just on the raw quali for now. We'll load in Jay Serrano's Ghost. I was following this Ghost when I got the better time. Oh, and in case it wasn't obvious, I forgot to mention it. I'm not in the Huracan anymore. So towards the end of the stream on Friday night, I just got completely fed up with it, jumped over to the Porsche and found instant improvements. So I've been in the Porsche since, and I got a new Puka GT branded livery on it today. So for me, the big difference, the big time gain that I'm getting here is braking later, but braking harder. And slowing the car right down. So I'm braking about here. Into second, well over that curb. So small slide there, but don't think it hurt us too much. Bit wide there, but not too bad. We were at 23.8 there, so about 0.3 off our fastest pace. Okay, it was nice and tight there. Okay, it's all down to this one. Oh, I'm way too wide. Ruined my whole lap. I think I was even in contention. I think I was in contention for a best lap there. Probably a little off it, just because I was down about 0.3 on the first corner. Well, I'm experimenting on this final corner now. As I am trying to brake later than I was before. Because there's been a few times I've hit it just really sweet, and I've found almost half a second with it. So it's a risky one for me, and it's a shame that it comes right at the end of the lap like that, where I feel like, I've done most things right, and then take a gamble on just going for the best time, but lose out on it. Also, the end of the grass, I've been using that as a turning marker lately. I think I forgot to there though. One thing that really I struggle with on this corner more than others, my braking marker's on the right, so I'm not looking to the apex soon enough. So my eyes are going from my braking marker there to my turning marker here, and then like by that point I've already it's almost past my vision and I've gone wide of it. Let's see, how's the stream health tonight? It's looking good. I was glad to see that we got through the last stream pretty much incident free as well, which was huge relief. After some of the technical hiccups that I had on Wednesday, I'm gonna restart the stream multiple times. So line was good there, but I might have slowed the car just a little bit too much. I missed that curb, unfortunately. Don't think I'm in contention here, so I'm gonna proper gamble with this one. Yeah. Now I have to brake a little earlier. Maybe even turn earlier. Might try that angle towards the actual apex first. And what I'll do is I'll set this as an opportunity to jump over to the actual waiting room on the next lobby. Okay, your level's looking good. A little wide there. Need to almost get the tires over the green, going over that second curb. Okay, let's see how we do here. Okay, tiny skid. Don't think it cost me too much. Alright, let's try brake a little earlier here. See how it goes. A little harder too. Okay, not bad. Probably had to slow the car just a bit too much. I can kind of tell how far away from the ghost I am. Be a 134 on the nose, I think. Yeah, 134.4, not great. Okay. Oh, pushed a little bit too close to the limit there. Oh well. Oh, you made some changes to the livery, Luke. Cool. Looking forward to seeing it. Oh, hadn't set my brake balance. It's funny, it didn't actually notice. What brake balance are you running, Luke? You can get far enough over left there, which has compromised me a bit. Oh. More than one set of corners to work on, so we'll keep going. Let's see if I avoided a penalty there or not. No. Okay, it's too brave. It's a fine line. Like, I'm trying to follow the ghost. I know pushing the limits to the max there is what makes the biggest difference going down the straight, so just need to keep experimenting with it until I find the right line. A bit too late there. Ah, DJ, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining again. Doing good, man. Just trying to get a quick warm-up in here before my first race. Are you racing this evening? One more push lap. 34.3, not terrible. Ooh. You could be on here. Lost it. I was up 4/10 until that one. It's such a shame. Ooh, time for one more. Try going down to first here. Need to upshift. I'm gonna hammer the throttle on the curb there. So, how are we all getting on? Ah, Wolfie, welcome, dude. And Paul Curtis, welcome back. Great to see you again. Will we be doing the new races tomorrow evening? Yeah, I'd be up for a practice of them anyway. Could probably hop on for about an hour at about 9 PM GMT. We'll put something up on the Discord, see who's around. So let's see, new people. Yeah, thanks, Paul. I only got under 134 for the first time this afternoon, but I really had to grind at it. I've been finding it very tough this week. I take it we're all racing tonight. Last bit of caffeine in. Thanks, Paul. This is my first of the evening out. Let's shake off some cobwebs. Need to see if all that work I put into quali can be translated to race pace now, but you know, so much of this is just going to be about surviving this first lap. If I can survive the first lap and keep it consistent, should be in with the chance for some good results tonight. Yeah, I know. I've been evicted to the attic. This is the attic of my house here, Paul. It's the only way I get to play in the evenings anymore. Oh, early shift tomorrow, shorty. With my nice new Puka livery. Alright, head down now for a while. Let's try starting a high. Whoa! And we have the lead. Didn't see what happened to him there. I would say my pulse is through the roof right now, just taking a guess. Oh geez, 1.5 up. This is going well. Just need to keep a cool head now. Go down to 1 here. Oof, I don't like this for my first race. I wish I was chasing. This is way too nerve-wracking. Probably gotten a bit used to how the car feels in quali, so I have to be careful. It is a little heavier during the race. Okay, 2 down, 3 to go. Sorry for the lack of chats, everyone. Just obviously want to concentrate. Whoa. My angle of attack was so far off there. If I'd actually floored it, I would have just ended up straight in the grass. Just allowed Luismi to catch up on us a bit. It's going to be a tense final lap. Very tense. Okay, I'm going to go defensive here. All or nothing. Oh, has he got the switchback? He might. He's done it well. Oof, fair play. I think the nerves got the better of me a little in that one. Wasn't expecting to be put in front like that so quickly on my first race of the night. So yeah, just unfortunately had a huge gap there about halfway through the race of about 2.5 seconds, and I just conceded it, mostly with the S's and mostly with the final turn, and Luismi just drove a blinder there and caught us in the end, so fair play to him. But great result though, great result to start the night. If I can rack up a few of them, I'll be where I want to be by the end of this. Ah, Jack, welcome back, man. How you getting on? Oh, you like the new library, Jordy? Nice one. Cheers, thanks. Yeah, it's one of those ones of like, good result, but I'm finding my mistakes and things that I know I could have done better with that one. But either way though, very, very good first result for the night. Where's Ruthless Gains? I wonder what happened to our race leader on lap 1. Let's just take a quick look at that replay. Okay, so that's pushed. I know you probably can't see it because the sub counter, but that's pushed my driver rating over the halfway mark now. I was on about 40-ish% there, so got about 10% worth of gain from that, so that's good. I'm starving. I haven't had a win all week. Oh yeah, congrats, Jack. I saw your message on one of my shorts there that you made it up to B. Well done, man. Have you had many races in B yet? Thanks, Paul. Yeah, no, like unlucky. Nah, just skill issue. Unfortunately, it's funny. I'd say if that was even my third or fourth race of the night, my chances of winning it would have been higher, just because I wouldn't have had quite as many jitters. But like, I'll love to see the replay of that to see what my heart rate was at. I'm guessing I was well over 100 for most of that. All right, let's see what happened to our race leader there, MS at the start. Oh, the grass. Just went a little bit too wide. Tried to use too much track. Wheels hit the grass and he spun. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It happens. Oh, you've won a few in B. Wow, that's impressive. Every time I've made it to B about 3 times now, and I've been fairly quickly demoted each time. What always happens though is I'll get a course that I like in a week, and I will work my way up to the B rank by Sunday. Then we're into fresh new tracks again, early going into the next week. I'm not as comfortable on them, and my first few races, then I just end up getting demoted. I've actually, since the last time I've been demoted, I've created an alt account just for that purpose of just getting used to the tracks earlier on in the week without having to harm my Dior rating. Click the controller off. Okay. Let's get some more quali in. Are you racing tonight, Jack? Yeah. Have you seen the races for next week yet? It's going to be Fuji International Speedway for Daily Race B, and it's going to be Yas Marina for Daily Race C. So I think I'm going to go for Daily Race C next week. I love Yas Marina. Oh wow, DJ, you swapped over back to the Huracan and you found a 10th. Nice. Why'd you swap actually? Why'd you go back to the Huracan? Paul, you're going to join for a race. Let's see if we're in the same one. No, it is not going to help. You bet you've had your fair share today. Yeah, no, fair enough. It's getting late. I have to say, I think I was better at Gran Turismo before I started streaming, and I'm not saying that as an excuse, but whatever about getting used to the cameras and stuff around me, I used to do it earlier in the day, and particularly after a day like today where kids have me up at 7 in the morning, was with them all day, and they're high energy kind of toddlers and young children, so definitely feel the tiredness. That's why I've gotten used to taking a can of Monster with me whenever I come to play. Racy, what cars? We don't know what cars yet. All that we can see are the tires. So I know it's going to be mediums and softs. So you have to do a switch to one during the race, mediums and soft from Daily Race C. If I was to take a stab at it, I guess it's Group 3. Just because they haven't had Group 3 in Daily Race C since Tokyo 3 weeks ago. And normally it's every second week there's a Group 3 in Daily Race C, so I think it's overdue. Jack, you haven't done much with Yas Marina yet. Yeah, my first week of streaming was the week right after the Spec 3 update, and it was Daily Race B at Yas Marina, and it was in the Group 4s. I took the Citroen in it, and I loved it. I think it and Blue Moon Bay are my two favourite weeks of racing so far. I did quite like Tokyo as well, which is surprising. It's the only time I've spent the full week on Daily Race C, but... What are we doing? It's Huracan's braking balance. Alright, let's try to get one lap in here. We have time. Time enough. One of the downsides of Daily Race C for me is I don't get to meet as many people because there's not as high a frequency of races, obviously. And because the races are normally packed much tighter together, I don't have quite as much time to catch up on the chats with yourselves, which is a very big downside for me. That was very slow. 7/10 off my proper pace there. Let me just check my pedal input. Anyone else ever do this when they're starting out for a night? They practice the different input amounts. 100, 75, 50, 25, 75, brake 75, 25, 100, 50. There we go. Going into a race, Luke. Good luck, man. You didn't get along at all with Blue Moon Bay? Oh, you had a week. Did you have a week off because you hated it, or you just didn't have time to have a race on it? You just usually go into a wall and dial it back after. Good man. Oh, you got a lot of B racers. You must be quite high up in C at the moment. Yeah, I've noticed that whenever you're close to promotion, they start to mix you in with the people who are close to demotion from the rank above. So good luck to you, Paul. Oh, you hated it then. What car were you driving, Jack? You see, for me, one of my main loves is just Group 4. I just find that Citroen so easy to handle compared to any of the cars in Group 3. So irrelevant of the actual track, I tend to find myself having better weeks. And we got Luismi again in fourth. It's the guy who took the lead off us last time. Okay, Paul, Luke, or to anybody else hopping into a race now, best of luck. I'll catch up after. I think it's the same race leader, the one who spun out on the first corner last time. Well, he's having a better start this time at least. It's a bit wide there. It's okay. It looked like things went quite badly for the lads behind us. Just caught a quick glance of it in the rear view. See, Luis Meat has disappeared out of the top few. He must have been involved in that incident we saw. So at least that's one less person who we know could probably catch us. Okay, I need to focus on what's ahead of me though, because I'm not taking these corners too well. Alright, let's see if we can start to close the gap on MS now over this next lap. Stay close to him and then go for something towards the end of the race. Oh, missed the curb. Really been struggling with that final corner all day. Irrelevant to that though, we've very little hope of catching MS. He gained at least a second on us that lap, but we're keeping Blackbird at bay, so that's some good news. Yeah, MS just put in a 1:34.7. I've yet to match that pace mid-race. Put in some steady racing here. Got a very big gap building between us and third. Amount of times I've been spun there by going onto that curb. Okay, so my line was a little better there, but I really had to slow the car too much. 5 seconds between us and third place right now. It's about the best I've handled that corner. Unfortunately, I faffed the exit a tiny bit, but the first part of the S I got right over the curb where I needed to be. I am being a little conservative with my throttle input because, as I mentioned, I have no hope of catching MS. At this point, even if I'm going slowly, Blackbird has very little chance of catching me, so don't want to risk making an error that will cost me second at this point. Sorry for anyone watching, I know this is probably not the most interesting form of racing. I've been essentially just in clean air now for 2 whole races. But the more of these second places I get, the higher up the ranks I go, and the more the competition will come, so bear with me. Wonder if MS is on an alt account. He's definitely one of the fastest people I've come across in C rank so far on this course. Yeah, solid enough drive, that one. The wine one. Sorry to hear. Aside from Gran Turismo, one thing that I absolutely love is playing pool. Both my wife and I are really into it. And whenever somebody tries to tell me that they're better at it after a few jars, my assumption is they're probably not that good at it to begin with. They're just more confident when they've had a few jars. As for myself, like, even if I even have as much as half a beer, I notice the difference in my hand-eye coordination massively. Like, how close am I to rank up B? I will check now. I'm probably still far off. I was at about 40% on C when I started, and now I've had 2 second places, so I know I'm probably about 2 or 3 wins away. But you know, that's a tall order. I think I've been quite lucky so far tonight. Thanks, Paul. Let's say hi to MS. How's he gone? We'll check the rank now. Sorry, just have to move my chat window out of the way. So I think you should be able to see that now if I hide the sub counter. There we go. So yeah, I'm roughly around 70% now. Okay. So yeah, I'd say 2 or 3 more podium finishes might see me there, maybe 4. It's hard to know really. Thanks, DJ. But yeah, definitely not the most interesting racing tonight. I've had 2 full races in clean air now, so we'll see how the next one goes. I'm higher up the ranks, so chances are I won't be qualifying as high, and I'll have pacier people behind me. Forgive me though, I need to run to the jacks before this next one because that can of monster is cutting through me. Be right back. Hey, so what did I miss? DJ, I know Luca is in B rank still, and Jack is 2, but I don't think Jack's racing right now. Wolfie, are you still in B? I think you are. And Jack, I see your point there about Group 4 Porsche Cayman. Yeah, I've never even tried that in Group 4. I think every single Group 4 race that I have had, at least in the last 2-3 months, has been in the Citroen. I can't even remember what I used to go to before that. But I think that Citroen it's arguably my favorite car in the game. There's no other car I gel with as well as that one. And B in your alt. Okay. Have a quality lap with the Lambo. See if I go faster. I will. I'll give it a shot after this. Quite close to this next race start, so I just don't want to get stuck racing with it as well. Felt semi-decent. Let's see what that gives us in Sector 1. 23.7, that's good going. I was too busy looking at the clock and I missed my apex. Hate the way they give you your Sector 1 time right, but as you hit that corner. I see, that's the thing, DJ. I just look good in everything. I know what you mean, though. One of the main reasons I never used that car until recently was it's shocking in VR. If you ever try it, it's almost unusable. You got this tiny little sliver of a windscreen in front of you. Like 60% of your screen real estate in the VR is pretty much spent on the inner body of the car and your dash. Oh, nobody has love for the look of the Citroen. I actually quite like it. It was at one of the expos recently. I think it was Rory Alexander was at that one in Berlin, and I think they had a real life version of it. I didn't even realize would be a thing given the fact that it was a Vision car, but apparently that started as a Vision car and they've actually gone and since made it. Yeah, I didn't look into it much, I just remember Rory mentioning it on the video. DB9 03 is godly in VR, especially with the headset. Again, will never be viable in sport. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if you have noticed, but all of the new cars, so the Xiaomi, the Porsche and the Elantra, they all have telemetry built into the wheel for the VR view. Oh geez, Liam GM again. Keeps popping up. Probably still doesn't have a quality time, does he? Nah. That's by choice. Is the Ferrari competitive? I'd actually heard it was slower than the older one. Like, I think aesthetically, looks wise, I think it's the most beautiful car in the game, but just there was a lot of the streamers were kind of surprised at the performance of it when it was released. Liam just wants to do Liam. The C Sportsman rating, is that the wine? That's good, Jack. A fellow Irish lad ahead of me. Haven't come across him before. A2. Ooh, not too wide there. I think our friend ahead had a tiny skid though as well. This is interesting. Neither of us have a lot of pace. I'm tempted to push. Get a win here. But I'd be raging at myself if I push and make a mistake. And I could potentially have another second place in the bag here. Yeah, let's just work on getting the line tighter for now. Oh, we got Hope catching up on us quite quickly here. A2 up ahead has really picked up the pace, but built up a bit of more of a gap to Hope again. It's about 2/10 faster than me on that last lap. Ooh, that was a bit little dodgy. Had to pull the brakes while I was on the curb there, didn't like that. Oh. Cupid 1040 has dropped down to 4th. Need to keep a pace an eye on the pace of the other guy. Oh no. Grand. Jeez, not much action tonight. Let's get Liam there, climbing 5 positions. 3 DNFs. Happens. What do you mean, Paul? That you're normally S rank and you just drop down to C? Just wait till we're in the same lobby. I'll give you action. I somewhat doubt that, dude. Like, most of our races are just you pulling far ahead. Buddy 82 still there. Before he saw us. Message from Liam. He's streaming on Twitch if anyone wants to check him out. Alright. Alright, DJ. I'll take your suggestion. I'll try a few laps on the Hurricane here before the next race starts. Save some P2s for the rest of us. I'm reminded of that episode of The Simpsons where Lisa has that dream where she's in that band. The second best song in America, Born to Runner Up. So let's see, where am I? Driver rank. Okay, I'm about 85-ish% of the way towards B. I'd say 1 or 2 more podiums will have me in B rank again. Yeah, Jack, you're telling me. I had somebody serve a penalty going into the straight on the final lap yesterday for, I think I was in 13th, they were in 12th, and they full on tried to take me out. Like, over nothing. And it's funny, I met them in a few lobbies afterwards and they were sound. It was just that one race. I think they had just had a couple of bad beats and were in a terrible mood. Alright, let's try the Huracan. I'll do 2 laps and then hop out, change car, and then jump into the other lobby. I'm not getting any scrubbing on the Porsche, but I do have to put the brake balance at -5. Yeah, even at -3, I was still getting a bit of scrubbing. Oh wow, this car, it feels so much lighter. Even the steering wheel doesn't have as much force to it. Yeah, I'm reminded of why I don't like it. Had a little snap of oversteer there. Recovered it okay, but it definitely cost me about half a second coming out of the S there. Yeah, it slows down way faster. Yeah, that as well. I haven't ended up on that curb as regularly with the Porsche. Okay, not in for a fast one here at all. Yeah. No, it's just not for me. I'll give it one more attempt though. Way too wide. Try staying second here. Yeah, no, not my car. Yeah, Jack, I know what you mean. I was aiming to there, just wasn't getting far enough left with it to turn in. And also, I need to be a little careful because in my warm-up laps earlier, I ended up with a 1 second penalty there a few times. It's quite a fine line about cutting in on that curb and cutting too far. I know you can, I think as far as I know, as long as you have 2 wheels on the curb at all times, you're okay. You don't even need to be over the white line. Through turn 2, so the middle part of the S, you mean? You can keep it kind of flat almost all the way. Yeah, I think I probably lift too much. I know you definitely have to lift there, but for me, it's why I was testing my pedal inputs there a while ago. What I think is only like a 10-20% lift. I know sometimes I see it on replays and it's like 70-80%. So I need to build a muscle memory on that a little bit. Maybe look at getting a throttle damper as well. Yeah, that's just it. Like, I do think overall I have the potential to be faster in the Hurricane, but just the amount of races I had ruined on Friday night with me spinning the thing out, it's just, I'd much rather go for consistency. And I've a decent enough quality time for C rank right now that, like, as you saw, I think all 3 races I've been in second. So that's all you need, really. Yeah, climbing the ranks, it's just all about getting consistent top 5s ultimately. What's this I'm hearing about a famous dive bomb, huh? Luke, Jordy, were you guys racing just there? Ambo is 2-2. Yeah, exactly, DJ. Too twitchy in a race. Yeah, I agreed. There's a website that I use to check how my quality time compares globally, so I can see how many people have entered quality times for the week, and then just compare that against how far down the rankings I am to see, like, am I top 5%, top 10%. Yeah, most weeks, 3 out of 4 weeks, I'll be in the top 5%. This week, I'm just inside the top 10% with my current time. And I find that if you, even with the top 5% rank, you still tend to qualify at least top 3 positions in B rank. Cool, first pole position of the evening. I was actually expecting to qualify a little lower the closer I got to B rank, but as you can see, I'm still mixed in with C rank racers here. Thanks, Bo. I don't see you, buddy. I don't think we're in the same lobby. Jack, there is a huge difference with brake balance. Huge difference with brake balance. It's why they leave it as one of the few tuning things that you can still do for the daily races. Completely affects the car's rotation and stability. So depending on the car and the position of the engine, whether you push it plus or minus, you're either sacrificing stability for rotation or vice versa. So for me here, I have the Porsche all the way down on -5, which in this car takes away a fair bit of the stability, but it also stops me from scrubbing the tires on turning, which was happening like crazy before I started dropping it. Starting 11th. Alright, good luck in your races, lads. I think this might be my first pole of the week, actually. Okay, lucky start by the looks of it. I think number 2 might have spun out on us. I think the lads in second and third actually have a bit more pace than me overall. They just made a couple of mistakes, but they're mostly catching me for that lap. Yeah, like I feel I did that corner about as well as I've ever done it, and they've cut 2/10 out of me there. I think the only reason that they're still behind is they might have been battling. Because they've been inconsistently kind of catching up to me and then slipping behind again. Like again there, I'm after taking about a 10th back on the S's. It wasn't particularly quick. No. I think that is quickly becoming my worst corner in Interlagos. So all of my errors have been there tonight. But yeah, it looks like we're good distance away from 4th place, so should be in with a good chance of a podium here if I can keep a clear head and avoid any incidents like that. Car just completely slipped out on me there. Rather than to try and save it, I just decided to come to a stop because I saw what the gap was to 4th place. Because it could have gotten a lot worse. I reckon even without the mistake, they would have caught me on the straight around here. They're just quietly narrowing in like the shark in Jaws for the last 2 laps or so. They have been neck and neck battling the entire race. Need to work on that corner now in between races. Don't you dare. Ooh, will I hang on to third here? Oof, I'm getting sloppy. I'm getting very, very sloppy. What wheel are you on, Jack? Oh yeah, no, G29 is great from what I hear. I had the Thrustmaster equivalent, the T300 for quite a while, and really liked it. I think you've probably got the bindings kind of set to that automatically. Like you know there's default settings for the G29 in Gran Turismo. Nice one, Jordy. Had a friend Liam get on. Whoa, Liam made it all the way up to 5th. Okay. Oh yeah, I just go through the multi-function display as well. The McLaren wheel that I'm on now, it's not quite as functional as the default Gran Turismo wheel, the one you'll see in the background of my stream, but I still prefer it. So I'm just moving my chat window out of the way so I can disable something here to show yous. But as you can see, not at B rank yet, but there's nothing in that. I'd say even a top 5 will get me up to B rank at this point. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, I'm expecting tougher racing now. It's always when you're at this on the cusp level, they start mixing you in with people from the rank above anyway. Just to see if you got what it takes. Can you attach any object to that wheelbase? Wait, what do you mean by object? Like an external kind of display kind of thing? Just need to check something quickly here. Jeez, you're up a fourth now, DJ. Nice one. You drilled a hole in a piece of wood and mounted it. Would it freak out or is it chill? I'm not 100% sure what you mean, DJ. Like, did he make a frame to stick his wheelbase on, or did he make a wheel to attach to the actual G29 unit itself? I think that was one of the few differences with the G29, the Thrustmaster. I don't think the G29 has a changeable wheel. I think it's just all kind of out of the box and that's all you get. Whereas I know the similarly priced Thrustmaster T300, one of the side advantages of it over the G29 is the fact that you have access to the full Thrustmaster ecosystem. Like, you can add a higher quality brake pedal set and all of their wheels to it. Yeah, I'm experimenting with this corner because I've been losing probably the most amount of time in that corner every race. I know how wrong it can go, so I've been hyper conservative and been missing my line on it. Now, fully made steering wheel. In theory, taking apart a PS5 controller and putting it in your own wheel could be a very cheap way to do it. You just don't like paying for things. Yeah. I think if you had access to your own 3D printer, you were very good with woodwork and you knew exactly what you were doing, maybe there is a case for it to be made. But even still, with the materials alone, I think you'd probably be better off with the cheap wheel set. Like, whatever about the time, but I think you'd probably end up spending similar money. Interesting. I've gotten as much as a 1 second penalty from there normally. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there are some World Championship players that are still on a controller even. And one thing very interesting from Rory Alexander going to the World Championship semi-final in Berlin that time. He was doing kind of like a streamers kind of race up on the stage, and he mentioned that none of them are using load cell brakes. You know, for all the fervor around load cell, it was just very interesting that even at a World Championship level, they're just giving stock CSLs pretty much. Okay, let's go. Liam again. Jeez, I think I must have had 10 races against him. Ah, Wolfie, you're in the lobby. I didn't notice, man. We got Blackbird. You wanted traction, here it comes. Oh, dear God. Have a good race. What's my pulse at now? 75. Watch this space. We got Luis Me back. He's the guy who won our first race. How long's it been since we've had a race? Jordy, is it Tokyo? It's probably Tokyo was the last one. Outside of our weekly training sessions. Yeah, long time. Alright, I'd wish you luck, but you absolutely don't need it. The wolf is at the door. Another Dutch lad in second chasing me down. The Dutch battalion are after me, lads. Boom. You and me now, Wolfie. Blinking the lights. Not sure what happened to the other lad there. I took the defensive line. They were right beside me on the radar, and next I looked, they dropped back. There they are, beside Wolfie again. This is tense because they're both a good bit faster than me. I just happen to have defended each corner. And Wolfie is probably playing friendly with me. Oh, there he goes. Kibos has fallen down to 4th, whatever happened to him. Oh, I just realized Wolfie's in the Puka livery. Nice one, Wolfie. Some nice racing here. Follow that wolf. Oh, we had a slow exit there. Got the Austrian lad right in our heels now. He's gonna get the move done. I'll still keep the line tight though. Defense has been working well enough for me so far this race. Oh, Wolfie's gone deep. What happened? Whoa! Easy, Tiger. Whoa! That was a bit of a dive. He's lost it. We've lost a position, having to avoid him though. We got DSO3 and Kibos Teeling back again. DSO3 is a good racer. I met them a few times earlier. Previous races, I mean. Still losing a lot of time in that corner in particular. That is the feisty Austrian back behind us again. I'm surprised to see them on our tail again so quickly after that incident. Need to be hyper careful that they don't ruin our race now after that last move. They're getting frustrated with us because they've been... like, they do have more pace than us, but they were just struggling to get round. Ooh. Had to lift there to not smack into Tweelan. We got Luis Mute right behind us now, first race winner. Okay, is there gonna be an incident here before the end? Oh, there we go. Yes! Woo! Not my strongest race by any means, but I defended as well as I could, and I'm very, very happy to take the podium there, given the pace of the other people around me. You didn't disappoint there, Jordy. Hey, Hugo, welcome, man. Congrats on your quali time, man. Top on the table this week. You're so busy helping me, you missed my breaking point. Yeah, I was wondering. It was great to see the two Puka liveries out front there. Everybody, Liam do. Jeez, update, not bad. Yeah. Some interesting stuff from that one. I'm actually quite handy at defending on this course, I'm finding. Because like even when I've had people behind me who are a lot faster than me, I managed to hold the position. Like obviously I conceded to you, Wolfie, going wide into the S's there whenever it was on lap 2 or 3. But I'd say if it wasn't for your man's dive bomb, I don't know. I think I was in with the chance of holding it, particularly with the other two battling behind me. I'll show you what happened anyway in the replay here. And also one thing I'm very curious to see now. Are we there yet? Don't even want to look until I turn off the sub info. Still in C. But like that bar is full. That bar is pretty much completely full. So next race, assuming we get top 5, we are into the B rank. Sorry to hear, DJ. Worst race ever. Very close to uninstalling the game there and then. Yeah, that was my Friday, man. That, like, I was borderline down in the dumps halfway through that stream. If it wasn't for just everyone tuning in and keeping the messages going, I probably would have found myself rage quitting a lot sooner. This happens. It does happen. E tonight, definitely. Don't jinx me. Please don't jinx me. Midlife Motorsports Gamer is always doing that too. You're taking the mantle off him tonight, so... But yeah, one of the craziest dive bomb attempts I have ever seen from behind us there. It ended up costing me 2 positions as well because I had to avoid the heck out of him. So kept the lead for lap 1. So it was here where you got ahead of me, Wolfie. Look at that. Matching Puka liveries at the front. Love it. Wolfie just out enjoying himself too much. So yeah, it was this chap here. Like that in itself was quite feisty. Yeah, we held on okay. Jeez, yeah. So unfortunately it was the lift that I had to do. Like from my own perspective, this is how that looked. So I've been nudged by him. I'm wary of him going into this. It looked like it was just an accident, like he slipped, but the way he came out in front of me here, I had to really kind of lift off. Hold off on it, which allowed the other two to kind of get ahead of me. he recovered from that way quicker than I was expecting. So yeah, just a wheel on the grass scenario by the looks of it. I don't think he had a penalty either. So yeah, for the size of that error, he did quite well to recover as quickly as he did there. And then he was getting bumped up from behind. Was that you, Wolfie? Giving him a nudge. No, it was the other guy, was it? Oh yeah, he was sent into you by the other guy, Jake. I wonder what happened to our Austrian buddy on the last lap. As you see, we started to catch back up to them again. Oh sorry, there I am. We weren't too far out from them. But I'd pretty much given up hope, but given how tightly they were racing and pushing and seeing the odd tyre in the grass like that there, I was wondering, oh, will there be an opportunity for us here? And that came eventually here. So what happened to him? The curb, slipped on the curb, he was full throttle. It's unfortunate. Well, lucky for us at least. I'm on the best run I think I've ever had. I think that was either my 4th or 5th consecutive podium. At Interlagos. Not expecting that tonight. Okay. Let's dive back in. See if we can get up to B. So how we doing? Oh, Jack, sorry if I didn't catch you there. Thanks again, man, for tuning in. Great to see you back. Hope you have a good night, dude. And Luke got taken out by a dive bomber. Sorry to hear that, dude. Does happen. Very nearly happened to me there. He also braked way too late. Yeah, absolutely. He was a bit on the eager side. Definitely. I don't know about best, but interesting, definitely. Good thing I didn't show off your crash. Ambitious, yeah. Chancer of the week. It's funny, I was looking at my throttle input there. It only felt like a tiny lift, but it was a full 50% off. I'm just braking too late there when I'm racing. Yeah, I'll brake a little earlier. It felt a bit better there. Oh yeah, I need to go down to first for that one now. It's second in the Huracan, but first in the Porsche. Yeah, thanks Luke, it really is. Bit of a slower stream tonight though overall. We haven't had as many new people through the door, and I think that's just the fact that I've been up front racing in clean air. There's people are more likely to tune in and kind of chime in on their own race if we've kind of had a battle against them. But here we go. I can see a few B ranks mixed in already. So let's see, what do we have? Yeah, complete mixed field. You got Luis, me again. Oh, Wolfie, you're back. Redemption time. Kibo Streeling again. Cool, very familiar lobby. Okay, just need to keep a cool head on me. Top 5 is all I'm hoping for here. Top 8 ideal as well. I don't recognize any of the racers around me. Some of them B rank though. And someone with a blank username, I haven't seen that before. Hey Ivan! Thanks for joining the chat, buddy. Are you in this race? Oh, either way. Need to put head down for a second. Good luck to Ollie is racing. Oh, got a little... Okay, got quite a nudge there. Whoa, okay. Murder on the dance floor there. Glad to see it. Survived it, Jordy. I can feel myself starting to get a bit sloppier. Need to tighten up a bit. Oh, penalty. It's far enough away that it probably won't affect us too much. No! Okay. There we go. I knew it was coming. I've been slowly but surely making more and more mistakes as we were going there. But you know, given the scale of that error, we did well to be still in a top 8. Ooh, some net code there. Yeah, it was hard to tell because he was warping around, but it did look like he was all wheels in the green there for a moment. Ooh. Don't try the overtake there. That goes badly for everyone. Not sure why he's not defending the inside there, but we'll take it. Oh, there's Ivan's. Good man. Actually wasn't even sure if he was in the race till he overtook me there. Just said hi in the chat a moment ago. Oh, Ivan's. I think that was a penalty. 1.5. Oh, that's harsh. I'm not actually sure what merits the extent of the penalty, if it's the distance you go out or it's the speed that you're going when you go out. But I've gone out similar amounts in same spots a couple times in this course, and it's sometimes been the difference between half a second or a full second. Oh, Wolfie. Is he waiting for me? Whoa, completely overshot there. I'm gonna get the place back from Ivan's here anyway. Let's see if we can hold on to it. Wolfie has just disappeared into the night wherever he went. Oop. Nice. Managed to stay in the points at least. Oof, not my finest race. Well done, Ivans. It was a good race, dude. You serious recovery there after a massive penalty you had to serve. Some good pace on you, man. He was truly a Travis learn to drive. Do you wonder what happened there? Ah, right. What happened to yourself there, Jordy? I saw you just ghosting and going slowly. I was wondering if you were waiting for me or something, but then I saw you disappeared quite far down the track. Let's see. Where do I stand now? Still in C. Alright, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. So, how we doing? Okay. Still 5 minutes for the next race. Potentially my final race in C rank as well, if I play my cards right. Cheers, Jordy. You got pushed wide by another guy, yeah. Oh, you're on for some races, Hugo. Nice one. Ooh. Is that a penalty? Might have been. Okay. Still getting in the mid 134s. It's not too bad. I was getting a bit worried there. My race pace was getting a little worse lap by lap there for the last 2 or 3 races. Accept and we play. Ivings 10. Oh, did you send me a friend request? I didn't see. Might have come in. Yeah, great dude. I'm adding you now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, dude, please do. Okay. Where are we sitting? Oh, MS again. He is fast. And Wolfie again. And Ivings again. Loads of familiar faces. Thanks, Jordy. Jake again. He was in one of our previous races. Not sure about fingers crossed or the chap behind us. Wow, 3 back-to-back races, Jordy. I can't think of the last time this has happened. Oh, come on, dude. All of our good work undone. First time that's happened tonight, to be fair. Still very, very frustrating. Looks like I actually think it might be the person behind us who knocked into us, because I know they qualified right behind us. Which means they've also got a fair bit of pace, so okay, well, there's a couple of places back at least. At this point, it's just again all about damage mitigation. Hopefully we'll find a bit more pace than some of the people at the back of the pack here. Missed my braking marker there. Okay, take the inside here. Okay, there's another one for free. penalty being served. We get a spot out of this. It's the no-name German. Let him take the inside here, he's pacey enough. I need to see that. I might have cut in front of him, but he's definitely ahead of him. Graveyard is full of people who are right, as they say, and Luke always says, Luke Nadaro that is, never overtake someone you don't trust on the outside, and that's why. Ooh. Something going on up ahead. Ooh. It's not a good move. Oh, that, yeah. You can play that game. Sham. I was in the mood to take him out actually. I wouldn't normally, but I was going to there. I saw him try to take Castro out. Did a very, very rotten move on me there, and I'm fairly sure he is who took out Sean there earlier. There's a reason he's playing without a username. Look, bleeding loser dropped out. I feel quite spiteful about him today. Nope. Oh. Ooh, that was my least favorite race of the evening. It's always frustrating to be taken out in the first turn like that, but just from the get-go, a lot of dirty playing happened the whole way through. Jeez, even Castro's getting called dirty. I think so. Not happy with DJ with you, Jordy. What happened with you guys? Yeah, just a lot of people calling people out with dirt. Yeah, this guy in particular, the no-name German. You brake checked him. Oh dear. Well, what you do. First time we've had to play more in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going into the replay of that one anyway. Let's do a dissection, shall we? So I had a pretty horrible start to the race myself. Okay, so it wasn't Mo's fault, it was somebody else. He had his race wrecked as well. IMO 187. So look at him, he's still full on the throttle there. Just started to hit the brake there by the looks of it. Yeah. Not the world's pretty dirty, but like wasn't a complete dive bomb. 5-second penalty, too right. So Jordy, Ivings, what happened? Tell me. Which lap should I be looking at here? Where is our no-name German friend? Weird. Must be this IMO guy. Yeah, during the race his name wasn't appearing for me. But I'm guessing that's him. Lap 4. No, clean stuff so far. Yeah, all looks cordial so far. Lap 5, the straight. So which Which straight are we talking about? Oh. So going into the S's. Oh, so not good. Okay. Brake checked him there. How come? Just because of what had happened at the S's? What was going on there? So, yeah, there's... Maybe Sean drop back. Yeah, this guy, Imo 187, need to watch out for him in the future. Completely pushes Sean off there. Is the... This is the same dude who actually knocked me off in lap 1. Yeah, just push Sean off the track there. And then I think he takes Sean out here. Yeah. Then I see him attempt something on Castro. Then again, just straight into the side of me there. He's just absolutely trying to barge ahead, at which point I'm a bit annoyed, so I start bumping into the back of him. He's lucky he spun out here. I was, well, maybe lucky for me, because I was about to lose some safety rating taking him out as soon as I could. I wouldn't normally do that, but like, not a nice dude. He wrecked quite a few people's races. Jeez. I need to get a popcorn meme. You kids play nice now. Only advocates of clean racing here. It's a gentleman's sport, huh? Play nice, play nice. Okay, just in time for the next one. All right, what are we working with here? Oh, back on pole. Jeez, Wolfie, our quadrilogy continues. We got Castro again, Marek, oh, and Ivings. Okay. I'm serious, you two. Don't go wrecking each other's races. No, nobody taking anybody out now. I'm serious about that. I don't condone any of that. Peace, exactly. We're all friends here. Okay. Got a couple of B ranks in this lobby too. Still obviously quite close. Okay, hopefully we survive turn 1 this time. Alright, best of luck to you lads. Have a good race. Well, it's definitely livened up the evening a bit anyway. Sure, if I had just both in person, I'd be grabbing you by the ears and forcing you to shake hands right about now. To let this guy through. Oh, I was about to there, but I think he slipped or something. But he's a lot faster than me, so we'll let him go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That was chaos caused by me there. I think I didn't shift gears down fast enough. I just went flying back into your man in second there. Caused a bit of an accordion effect of chaos behind me. Whoa. Elbows out up ahead. Looks like Jordy's having a battle behind us too. Purple. Surprised to be setting any of those. Two lads ahead definitely have a lot more pace than me. As does Wolfie, of course, but I think he's just back there defending us. Oh, he's gone deep. Oh no. So, looks like we have a podium here. I absolutely did not earn it. I would have conceded about 2 positions there if Wolfie wasn't blocking Castro from getting through. Which I have mixed feelings about. I know you're trying to help, but I feel like I didn't earn this now. Okay. That must be B rank then. Good man, Ivings in 6th, Wolfie in 4th. And the rest of the usual crowd do. Travis quite far down. Maraki was the person who came just ahead of us in the previous race. Castro too. Everyone got their stacks. It's a very tough track. Well, it's funny. For me, lacking in race pace, I've found it much easier to defend than other tracks. Say sorry to Benal. I went into the back of him at one point. Okay, let's see where we are. Pole for you, Hugo. Nice one. Still see, you know what? I'm about to check that very thing. B. Finally, we made it. It took long enough. First time back here in, I think, a month. I saved the replay, Wolfie, anyway. You know what? I can share that with you now. Hey, thanks. Slapped on the best livery I've ever seen in this game, so I need to set a best time so everyone can see it. Nice. Oh, you went up to B on your alt. Thanks, Hugo. Cheers. Open to friends. Daily races free. Thanks a lot, Luke. Hope you had a good birthday weekend and good luck at work tomorrow. See you about that, DJ. So I'm going to have one more race tonight just to get a little taster of B, but I'm going to call it quits there. Just, you know, leave on a bit of a high. Don't get relegated immediately. And I'll put a message up in the Discord, but I'd be interested in having a session tomorrow night and possibly the night after, just to get used to the daily races for next week. Pending on the machinery, I'm eyeing up Daily Race C. I like Yas Marina. So yeah, if you're interested in joining for some private lobby races tomorrow, just let me know on the Discord. Yeah, Jordy. I know, I'd mixed feelings about that. I saw how much you were defending me. It's like, I need to kind of get there on my own, you know? Thanks, though. Great to see the two Puka liveries on the course though together. Love that. Yeah, true. So, DJ, just in the private lobby, what we'll do is in the Discord, we'll have a chat tomorrow about which daily race we're thinking about focusing on for the next week. And then whatever that race is, we'll just recreate it in a private lobby and just run it multiple times. It's quite cash, like, it's more just so we can have the chats and kind of learn the track together, more than it is like a competitive race. Myself and Jordy have done it every week for the last couple of weeks. We've had Luke and Hugo and one or two others join us at different points. So yeah, by all means, if you want to join us tomorrow, just let us know. We'll get a chat going in the Discord tomorrow anyway and make a plan, see what people want to do. So you work from 9 to 5. Oh, I'd be thinking late. Like, I typically don't get my kids to bed until about 8:30ish Irish time. So the earliest I could really be on most nights is like 9 PM Irish time, which is about 10 your time, Jordy. But just even just for 2 short sessions, just an hour on Monday, hour on Tuesday type thing. Partial to MX-5 Cup. Yeah, I love the MX-5. It's my dream to actually buy one of those within the next year or two. Yeah, it's the only thing with the private lobby races. You need to make sure that you actually have the Medicar in your garage for that week. There's no rental for lobbies. Way too on the grass there. I don't like you 100 board, don't like you 50 board. Cruising around. Go sightseeing. Never noticed that tree before. That is a nice tree. Ah, wouldn't let me go to it. MO7 S78. I just did a 133.5. Whoa. Where would that put you on our leaderboard, I wonder? Oh, Porsche make fantastic lawnmowers, dude. Yeah, 132. That would have you second on my list there. M07 S78. Not sure if I remember you before. Thanks for joining the chat. Kind of tuned in towards the end of my session here tonight. Just having one more race here now in a minute, and then I'm going to call it quits. But really appreciate you joining the chat, dude. Yeah, I hear you, DJ. That would be fun. Lab with Honda. Oh, yeah, pretty far down the pecking order now, lads. Jeez, and Wolfie again. What was it? 5th race? Quintilogy? Oh, Shocko! It's the tree in all its glory. Hey, Shocko. You Franz Hermann in your race. It's getting pretty meta. Max Verstappen fan posing as Franz Hermann. Alright, here we go again, Wolfie. Oh, if I could get a top 8 finish here. Perfect end to the day. Feels almost odd to be racing in traffic again. Boom, dive bomb and a half. Woo. Need to be extra careful, not being used to being in traffic. I'm more prone to going into the back of someone, so. Oh, come on. That was ridiculous. I think that was him waiting, but it's such a silly part of the track to do a move in general, because even if you get the move done, you compromise the straight and whoever is behind you is going to catch up. Not sure what happened to Martin there. Eventful race so far. It's your friend Shako. 2 up ahead there in the red. down to 12th. I don't believe it. No, he's not going for a move there, is he? I had the lift. Again, of all the spots in this course to attempt to move, like, he did it clean, to be fair to him, but it was a case of if I hadn't lifted and stayed wide, we both would have had a very bad time there. At least old pair of teeth is a good bit behind us. Like, to be fair to Martin, he was catching me fast. He would have got the overtake done anyway. I just hate having moves done at sections like that where we both have to compromise going into a straight. Because if the other lad is right behind us, then, you know, all of a sudden I've lost 2 positions instead of 1. Or even worse yet, if I defend it, we both end up crashing and spinning out, speaking of which. Geez, even MS coming in 10th. He won by a country mile in one of our races in C rank. Getting serious now, boys. DJ, no, the naughtiest Subaru just flew past my window with some nice turbo flutter and I missed it. Even if you stick the move in that last turn, you absolutely destroy your momentum. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just an absolute zero-sum game. Ah, Hunty Players, thanks for joining, buddy. Spun on the last lap. Sorry to hear it. Oh, M07S, is that you? What's your racing name? Were you in that race? Wolfie up in 6th. Let's just say that was a good race. Live together, die alone. Whatever they said. I loved Lost. Lost was... like, it gets so much heat online. I thought it was such a beautiful show. Like, yeah, it lost the run of itself for a while, but it introduced me to music of Michael Giacchino, like the GOAT composer of my lifetime, I think. Base V P3, nice one, dude. MS. Your racing name was... oh, that's you. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, so that's why you came in 10th. Then you spun towards the end. Jeez, you are a flyer, man. You, like, I think you had the clearest win I'd seen tonight. There was a race we had earlier where I was in 2nd, and I think you were a good 10 seconds ahead of me, buddy. You got some serious pace on you. That's just it, Choco. Yeah, like, quality pace and race pace are 2 very different things. That, and there's so much luck involved in race pace. Like, sometimes things are beyond your control. You get people taking dive bombs on you. You've a lot more to contend with, and you've a lot more to focus on in a race as well. Like, you don't need to be looking at your radar when you're doing a quali. Lost the top 3 for you. Yeah, ending wise of a TV show, I think one of the most perfect bits of television ever made. And like, I'm a savant with this stuff. I've had like an IMDb profile for like about 20 years now, and I've rated almost everything I've seen. I think I have like 5,000 different things I've rated. I used to work in film and TV, so constantly watching everything was practically part of the job for me, just to see what other people were doing. Yeah, that's just it, base. Got to keep it cool for the 5 laps. And cross your fingers that nothing happens to you. Oh no, did I forget to save that replay? I was looking forward to seeing it. 23, yeah, I must have. Ah, that's a shame. Ah, oh well. Yeah, you too, Hugo. Thanks again, buddy. And let me know if you're up for the lobby tomorrow night. We'll work on the new dailies. I did watch From. Really liked the first season. Quite like the second season. Third season, it's starting to dip a bit. It actually suffers a lot of the stuff that Lost did midway through, where they're just compiling mystery on top of mystery without solving anything, and it's beginning to feel a little directionless. But that being said, just the overall kind of tone of it and the way they do the monsters, and it's a great show. Really love it. I got your man, can't think of his name, but he played Michael in Lost as the main character in it. You think Fuji? I don't know. I have a feeling Yas Marina in C is going to be Group B tomorrow. Or sorry, Group 3 tomorrow. It's been a while since they've actually had Group 3 in Daily Race C. I feel like it's overdue. And I also feel more commonly Daily Race B is Group 4 or weaker. You know, it would be almost unusual to get 2 Group 3 races in Daily Race B in a row. I saw it's soft and medium compounds as well. Base and MS, thanks so much again for joining, but and Hunty. It's great to have some new people in the chat, but unfortunately I'm calling it a night. I've been on for about 3.5 hours already, and I have an early morning tomorrow. But I'll be back streaming again on Wednesday. We have a Discord in the description, so if you want to join that, we'll be organising some private lobby races to practice some of the dailies tomorrow evening if you're about, or if you're interested in that. But yeah, otherwise, like, subscribe, would be great. Like to hear more from you. Jeez, and not get a Group 3 race at all. Has that happened before? I'm trying to think. I haven't been doing the dailies for that long. I'm only on about maybe 3rd month of it now. Thanks, Base. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, you too, Wolfie. They're definitely the most amount of races we've had in a single night. The gods of Gran Turismo were on our side. Well, anyway, with that, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, finally climbed back up to B rank after weeks of trying, so I'll take that as a victory. But anyway, I'm Clark, this is Puka GT. Have a great night, and I'll catch you again on Wednesday. See ya.